Welcome to the Roy Rundown, a podcast designed to share insights and secrets from top experts in the college sports landscape, guiding you along your own path to success. Join us in real time as we build Roy, dive into the latest NIL trends, and uncover stories from the movers and shakers in the sports business space. You'll hear from an all-star lineup of guests, including athletes, coaches, agents, fans, athletic administrators, and more. Whether you're a student athlete, passionate fan, or anyone in between, this is your go-to resource for leveling up in the new age of college sports.
Welcome back to the Roy Rundown. Today we've got another game-changing college athlete joining us, rising star in college football, electrifying freshman running back from LSU, Caden Durham. Caden, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's popping?
So I love the energy. I love it. So I know a little bit about you. Obviously, I've seen some of the electrifying high school film and highlights and obviously followed you this season. But there's a lot more to dive into. So I'll give you the stage for a minute to maybe just share a little bit about your upbringing with the audience, how you got involved with the game and how you grew up, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, I say, I started playing football at 5 years old in Oklahoma, Little League football. I was a tight end at first. In my first position, I played tight end. Because I get my coaches, I didn't think I was good enough for running back. So, and they always used to do me for like one play, like an end around, like a jet sweep, I guess you should say. So I use my speed. So boom. Then I ain't really start playing running back till I was like 10, I'll say. So yeah, I started playing running back when I was 10. Then after that I just shot up, you feel me? So middle school, I started playing running back. I was a running back then. We won the first, what was it? The Highland Bowl, I think. Yeah, the first Highland Bowl, we brought that back. We first won to win it since like 1990 something. So boom, we won it my 7th grade year and my 8th grade year. First team to ever do that back to back. Then high school, my freshman year, we lost like one game, I think. Then I moved to Dallas. I went to Duncanville. I moved with my mama. Then, my 10th grade year, I had a little injury. So I couldn't really perform how I wanted to. Then my junior year, that's when I broke the seam. First game, soccer had a 99-yard touchdown. That went viral, went crazy. We won state. The first time that we won state, I don't know how many years. We won state that year. Then we doubled back again my senior year. Won state again. Offensive MVP both years. So, it's been nice. Now I'm at LSU, doing the same thing, having the ball, having fun, doing what I love to do.
Awesome. So was that touchdown you just talked about? Was that like the play that really put you on the map? I feel like you were obviously on the map before then, but do you remember a specific time when you were like, I guess personally, it was obviously before that, when you were like, okay, I'm the real deal, I can play at the next level. And then when did the recruiting really kick off?
I'll say the game that I have, okay, I'm really that. My junior year against DeSoto, it was raining, pouring. I had like 15 carries for like 311 yards, 5 touchdowns. I went off that game. So yeah, I say that was like my big boy game. Then I feel like my recruiting shot off like my mid junior year. I think I started my junior year like 10 offers probably. I ended it with like 26. Yeah, like 20, 26, I think 26, 28 offers. So like mid my junior year, I just shot off and I ain't looked back yet.
Man, 26, 28 offers, a lot of offers. So walk me through that recruiting process. Like, how do you even narrow those down? And then ultimately what I'm curious about is like, how did you end up choosing LSU? Like, you chose that over obviously some other big programs. But what was that process like for you in terms of like whittling it down to what you were looking for?
Man, the process was crazy, getting texts every day from you don't know how many different men, so like people just blowing my phone up. So I made like a top 5 just so people would stop texting me. Like I'm not going there, so just stop texting me off rip. But what really made me choose LSU, or I say Coach Frank. You know, he was the way he played his running backs. Like he gives everybody a fair chance. You know, no matter who you are, he gonna put you in a game, and you got to show him that you really can play. And he's told me that, and he put it to me. Like last year, I don't know, they played like I don't know how many running backs last year. So I was like, okay, whatever what he's saying is proof in the pudding. So I know he ain't lying. Then he was like, then my like one thing. Like my daddy liked him. My daddy really don't like people like that. So if I knew my daddy like mess with Coach Frank, I'm like, okay, he the real deal. He the real deal. So I was like, okay, this for me. This for where I need to go. My mama liked him too. So like, my mama like you. You know, it's you bring up a little bit more. You know, so it's like, yeah, Coach Frank, the reason I'm at LSU.
When you get the pass from mom and dad, you're in a good position.
Most definitely. Once my mama and my daddy give you a pass, okay, I'm okay. Now I know, like you really, you know.
So obviously like you mentioned, the coaching staff and the people were a big reason, and as they should be for most situations. But what else about LSU, attracted you to them? Like we're going to talk about the fans here shortly because talk about a program, and there are a lot of programs, but a program that has crazy culture and crazy fan base. Like, was that part of the reason? Like when you went to visit, did you experience that, or were you like, wow, like this is where I see myself playing?
I say I wouldn't say the fans played a big part, but it was like just the exposure LSU would give you, like a back at LSU, like you can have like 500 yards in 1 year and still go to the league just because you're at LSU, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like the fans, I wouldn't say the fans like the reason, like gave me another reason. It was just like, yeah, it's loud here, you know, it's a good place to play, but nah, they wasn't like yeah, oh, I want to go here because the fans are very loud. Nah, it wasn't none of that.
Right. So it's all business first, and it's on the field, and I think the fans are just a perk, right? It's like icing on the
Yeah.
cake that that you get there,
Definitely.
and it's like, okay, I'm going to develop the most here, but I also get the fan support.
Definitely.
So let's talk about that for a second. Arguably one of the craziest places to play. I've never been. I need to get down there, but I need
You
to know
need to.
about the. I need to know about the environment of Death Valley there, right? Like, tell me about that first time you suited up and took the field. Like, you're like adrenaline. I can only imagine adrenaline pre-game, let alone during the game, in that environment.
I say like my first game at Death Valley, we played against Nichols. So it wasn't really like a big game, but like just like that game by itself, I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like for first play like against this little team, and the fans are crazy like that. Like that's, I'm like, wow. Like, I was nervous on the field. I was just shaking on my boots. But when we played against Ole Miss, that was like a whole different. I'm like, wow, like fans are this crazy. Like then when we won the game, it's like this many people here. Like it ain't no walking room or nothing. Like it's crazy. Like it's like that's something like you won't have happen a lot. So when that happened, I'm like, this is why now I see why people do go to LSU. You know, cause like it's it's crazy. It's something you have to be there to understand where I'm coming from. Cause like the words can't explain how just blood get the boiling, your nerves, you get the shaking, it's different. It's very different.
I believe it. And so just talk about the impact during the game that it makes. Like, how important is not just the fans in general, the student section, like, being there and creating that environment. Like, how much does that impact or fuel you guys to play? Like when you're mid game and you need some fuel.
Mm-hmm. So we got like it's like a little boosted song they play if we in a good game. Like they played against Ole Miss, they played against Oklahoma. It's like you want to talk, you want to run your mouth. That when they play that song, the whole stand just singing it. It's like,
Oh my God.
yeah, it's time for us to turn up now. Like now we need to turn up a notch just because like when the fans on that type level and we not like no we gotta match they hype. So now we need to turn up to them. So it's like that just they just make us wanna. Okay, let me show you something. You feel me? It's like let us show you that we like that too.
No doubt. And you talked a little bit about it before. Like we could talk about the crazy fan experience and the support and how powerful it is, but bring it down a level to like, on campus or outside when you're grabbing something to eat or something, like how does that make you feel when, let's just say, I don't know, a fan comes up or a little kid and like you've never met this person before, but they're like, hey, like, I was rooting for you this weekend. Like, you mentioned a little bit about social media too. Like, what does that do to you? I mean, social media could be a crazy, both ends of the spectrum, right? But like the fan support there, is that? Tell me about that.
I say it's way different from in person than online. But so for me in person, I always got like headphones on. When I walk around, I got headphones on. So like people like they'll tap my shoulder or they'll scream my name. So I talk to my headphones, huh? And they'll be talking to me. I'm like, no, I love how you played last game with like little kids, and they'll be like, thank you, like that means a lot from because little kids they tell the truth, like if you did bad or you did good. So like from a little kid telling you like, oh, I like how you play, you did very good. It just make your heart like smile. You feel me? It bring a big smile to my face. So it's like I really appreciate that. Then online, it's just like them giving you props. Like CD doing good this, doing good that. LSU football is up on the rise. It's just like it just gives you another reason to keep on doing what you're doing and keep doing better, keep going up.
Yeah, and so obviously talking about the LSU fans, but I'm curious to know because personally, I've gotten some crazy or funny DMs or emails before. Obviously, nowhere near the following that you have or unrelated to recruiting, but I can imagine you've gotten some crazy ones from like schools you did not pick or opposing fans in the DM. Like, yeah, I mean, if you want to share one, I see you laughing. Like you're more than welcome to, but I just think it's funny.
So with me being from Oklahoma, a whole lot of Oklahoma fans like they thought I was gonna go to Oklahoma. Everybody thought I was gonna go to OU. So like I got a couple hate tweets from OU. Like you suck. You won't never be nothing. This, that, and the third. You're never gonna touch the field. Then like even people from UT telling me like, oh, you're never touching the field. This, that, and the third. I just take that like I just look at it and laugh. Like okay, now I take that like okay, now I gotta show you how I really get. Now I'm gonna show you why I'm finna be a household name, why I was a household name in high school. Now I'm gonna prove it why in college. You feel me? So I ain't cause of show like I'm not just a high school phenom. I'm finna be a college phenom too.
Use it as fuel, man. I love it. Haters gonna hate. Haters
Yeah,
gonna
most
hate.
definitely.
But again, to highlight the positive is like, so there's always going to be the negative fans, whether it's in person or on social media. But to highlight the positive is there's a lot of fans out there, and we talked about this before, that want to support. And so, this opportunity for a fan to, send a DM or send a tweet that, they never know if you see, but, now having the opportunity with something like Roy to be able to contribute directly to you and actually fuel you is powerful. And so I guess it's a good transition into NIL, and we all know NIL is real, and it's part of the new landscape of college sports. And there's going to be a certain amount of people that are staying in the past, but the reality is that it's about damn time. I'll put it that way. That athletes get a piece of the pie, right? And so I guess just share some of your thoughts on like the power of NIL and what it's done. Just for the game itself, obviously for you and your teammates, but how it's an important part of the game today.
I say NIL it's changed the landscape of college football now because like now people are choosing a school just off the NIL. But me personally, I ain't doing that. That ain't the type of player I am. But yeah, some people are choosing a school just off the NIL or not liking the school as much just because the NIL doesn't match the other school. You feel me? So NIL has changed the game, but then again, I feel like it's making the game better because it's giving people a reason to play better. Cause like the better you play, the more money you get, and now you can help. You can help your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your cousins, all that, your brothers. You can help your whole family out just by producing on the field, doing something you've been doing since you was a kid. Just having fun out there, and it's just like I feel like it's a plus. Like for me personally, I feel like it is a plus for me because I'm just doing what I was there as a little kid, and I'm getting paid for it, and I'm helping my whole family out. Also, I've been doing since I was yay high, So like I like it.
It's powerful. Again, people can talk about the negatives, but one of the positives that I love that nobody can disagree about is that people use this money for good, whether it's getting something that they've never been able to afford before or helping their family out, and that's one of the byproducts of NIL in general. But let's talk a little bit about Roy. Obviously, the the platform that allows fans to make direct payments to you. So what are some of the things, or highlight one of the things that you like about Roy specifically that's part of this NIL new landscape?
I say I like Roy because like how some people will give the school money hoping they'll give it to you. With Roy, you can just send it directly to the person you want to support. Like if you want to support an O lineman like Will Campbell, you can get the money straight to Will Campbell. If you want to support me, you get the money straight to me. If you want to support the kicker, you can give it to whoever you want to support. You can get the money straight to them. You ain't got to go through nobody. Take about 30 seconds, and the money going straight to the account, straight to him. So I feel like Roy is a good app just because, a good app just because the money it ain't going nowhere else. It's going straight to the person you want the money to. So most definitely, I like Roy a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's a valid topic of discussion too, because collectives and general funds, like they've obviously powered NIL so far, which is great. But I think one thing that we're trying to solve at Roy is there's one group that have been missing out because collectives do a good job of raising corporate dollars or booster money from high wealth individuals, which again is great. But the group that's missing out is everyday fans that want to support because they want to know where their money's going. They don't necessarily want to just give to a general fund. And so,
and it's like people ain't them fans ain't making the amount of money as everybody else. So when they get that money, they want to give it to the person they want. You feel me? They ain't want to give it to just the collector, and they give it to whoever they want to give it to. No, I want to give my money to like Alex or something. Give my money to Alex. I'm gonna use Roy. My money straight to Alex. Let Alex get paid.
For sure. And then the last piece that I think we talked about before is you see with NIL, like there's a lot of situations where money's promised in the future and it never happens, or it's not transparent. And so for the fan side, they get to see exactly where every dollar's going, but also for your side, for the athlete side, it's like, this isn't like a future promise. This is fans that want to support you and your teammates, that you get to see exactly where that's going and see every dollar on the interface. So,
and most definitely, like you the fan gonna see how much the fan gonna know how much he giving you, and the person who receiving gonna know how much the fan is giving him. So it's like 50-50. I see what you give me, and I see what you giving me, and you see what you giving me. So it's 50. Yeah.
Yep. Transparency. No, it's great. And so this just made me think of something I want to transition to a little bit of, like, who Caden is off the field. But one of the topics is, you obviously mentioned that you've been able to help people, right? Other people. And one of the things I know you told me is that, you have certain things that, are near and dear to your heart, and you want to be able to get involved with cancer charities. And so talk about that a little bit, what it means to you, because I think that's an important thing for fans to understand, is that this isn't all just transactional. It's like, not only are they supporting athletes directly, but athletes are not just going to buy, $1 million homes. Sure, right. There are some nice things, but it's like you're able to really impact people with that money.
Yeah, most definitely. So when I was 9, my granny had passed away with leukemia cancer. Then this past year, my grandma passed away with lung cancer. So with the money I will be receiving with NIL, I'm going to definitely give back to cancer, because I passed away, and I don't want another kid to feel that way, with their grandma passing away and going through the stuff I went through. I want to help. I want to help that. I want to be a bit of change instead of just buying the biggest house and all. I mean, like, it's cool and all, but then again, I want to help, kids who grandmas or mamas, aunties, anybody that has cancer, little sisters or whatever. If anybody in help with cancer, I'm most definitely will give back top dollar to any charity that's in need. And I know everybody's in need, because cancer is like a still ongoing. So I'm definitely giving back to the cancer, people with cancer, all the charities, the whole nine, most definitely.
Yeah, just another powerful highlight of the positive NIL can bring. So let's talk a little bit more off the field here. Obviously you have NFL aspirations, and we talked about that a little bit. But what does Caden like to do off the field besides that? Like, what are some of your other interests? I think that fans would be interested in learning about.
I'll say Me personally, I'm like a movie type of guy. I like watching movies. So like me personally, I'll go to the movies. Like growing up, me and my daddy go to the movie almost like every Friday. Go watch a movie every Friday. So that's just how I grew up. So now I'm used to like to watching movies. I'll go in my room watch a movie. I go to the movies and watch a movie. Like it don't matter what movie it is. I just like chilling and watching movies. That's just the type of guy I am. And I just came back to get my toes done. So I like get my keep myself up to par. I wasn't able to get my toes done for like a minute because my toes was messed up. So now that I'm able to get my toes done, I'm going to get my toes done ASAP. So I had to. So yeah, I just got done getting my toes done. So like I like stuff like that. Going out, this is doing stuff that probably every athlete going to do. I don't want to watch a movie, get my toes done. I'm getting my toes done. I'm going to watch the movie. It don't matter what movie. Like Moana, I want to watch that one too.
Hey, I was just gonna say, I went to the movies for the first time last week, and I saw Moana
The
2.
first time?
No, sorry. First time in a while. Sorry. You're about to jump through the screen. First time in a while, and I saw Moana 2, and it was awesome.
See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't watched Moana yet. I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
It's on the
you're
bucket
slacking,
list.
man.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't even on my P's and Q's.
You know what though? You're focused. You're focused.
Most definitely.
Cool, man. Well, as we wrap up here, what's some advice that you would give to let's say a young kid's listening to this episode? What's some advice for them if they want to be where you are right now?
I'll say stay focused on what you want to do, and always stay grounded. Don't be too high, don't be too low, be right in the right spot, always keep your head high. Don't ever get too low where you just want to quit. No, I don't do that because you're doing it for a reason. It's always a reason you're doing something. So don't ever think about quitting. Then it's like know your reason why. Cause my reason why, I got it on my chain, my two grandma, my two grannies, but that ain't everybody has a different reason. So know your reason why. So when times get hard, you know where to pull back from. Always have a reason why. If you don't have a reason why, then you ain't got a reason to do it. If you're just doing it to have fun, then it's like when times get hard, but I don't want to do this no more. You gotta have a reason. You can have your mama, your daddy, your sisters, always, but you need a reason why. If you don't got a reason why, you're just doing it just to do it.
Amen. That's great advice. Cool, man. Well, the last thing I got for you is called a Roy Rundown Rapid Fire. I'm gonna hit you with some questions, and you gotta hit me with the first answer that comes to mind. You ready?
Oh!
I feel like you're good at these. I feel like you're good.
I'm saying I think off the dome anyway. Everything I have to come off the dome, so we good. Come on.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color, royal blue.
If you had to play a sport other than yours, which would it be?
Rugby, because it's close enough.
If you could have any dream NIL deal, what company would that be with?
I'm gonna go Nike because you can go head to toe with Nike 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Who is one of the funniest people on the team?
Funny people on the team? I gotta go with Beaver. But if you know Beaver, you know Beaver. Beaver the one that is the funniest person on the team, most definitely.
All right, I gotta meet him.
You got
if you could trade places with anyone in the world and live 1 year their life in their shoes, who's the first person that comes to mind?
1 year though?
Full year.
I gotta go Drake. I'm having fun. He gonna be broke when after that year. I'm having fun with his money.
You're having fun for sure.
Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
What is one of your biggest strengths?
My biggest strength, my mental. Because when I'm down, I can talk to myself, man. You good. Just get back. Know your reason why. I'm a real self-talk type of guy. So if I'm down, I can get myself up and like know your reason why. Like I look at my team. Okay. It's just that little small stuff that get me right.
That's powerful. Who is one of the first people to really believe in you?
My daddy. My daddy believed in me when some to nobody ever believed in me. So like I feel like my daddy knew I was that before I even knew I was that. So my daddy most definitely.
What's one of your biggest fears?
Other than losing my mama, I say heights. I don't like being too high in the air. That's my cup of tea. Or when people driving fast while I'm in a car, I don't like that either, man. Slow down, if you going over 70, you don't like it. I don't like it.
Go the speed limit, people. All right, last one here. What is one piece of advice that you would give your younger self if you could go back in time 10 years ago?
10 years ago? So 8-year-old Caden, what advice would I give him? I'd say stop getting caught from behind when you on this big run. Cause like I've been getting tired of getting caught. Shoot, A&M, Bama, OU, all these games. Like you break free, you gonna get caught. Man, score. Find a way to score. Find a way to score.
Kick it up with speed. Kick it up with speed. I love it.
Man.
Awesome, man. Well, you crushed it. That was awesome, man. We really appreciate you taking the time. This has been a lot of fun getting to know you and obviously following you. And you've had a lot of success so far, but a lot more coming your way. And you got a bunch of fans over here at Roy, and we're looking forward to watching the rest of your career.
Most definitely. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who's dealing with you, all the fans, and I love you. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.